Episode 83 of The Loaded Couch. Yuengling was never good anyway. Sonic Deadpool? Leaked switch specs? Scary farts. Questions from listeners. Beer.
Reach in at your own risk. This is The Loaded Couch.
All right, we're back. Episode 83 of The Loaded Couch, and it's just the two of us.
Just the
two of us. I'm Scott Chound.
And I'm Celtic Fox.
You liar.
Pigeon peg leg.
Pigeon peg leg. All right, Pidge, what are you drinking for the beer mash?
I'm drinking, it's called Halia.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's from Goose Island Beer Company. Belgian style farmhouse ale from Chicago. And it is 7.5% alcohol. It is, I want to say it's like pea color, more on the yellowish side than the white side.
Okay.
And I have to look up the info. It's like this beer was brewed with a ton of peaches and was aged in white wine barrels.
Millions of peaches.
Yeah. Dead presidents, whatever, was that what it's called?
I think it was, yeah.
The presidents
of the United States of America, yeah.
Dead presidents. Let me just confirm that with the beer.
Well,
Pretty
just
sure
for people who are listening, this week we chose to drink either farmhouse ales or porters.
Yes. It's a farmhouse ale aged in wine barrels with whole peaches.
Whole peaches? Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa, I know.
That's better than like pieces of peaches.
Well, actually, it probably would be better with pieces of peaches. But that's what I'm drinking.
So you're not liking it thus far. I'm drinking the Trooper Red and Black. It's from the Robinson's Family Brewers out of Cheshire, England. It's a porter created by Iron Maiden. Run to the hills! I'm kidding.
Is that the one, the seventh son of the seventh son?
Yeah, that's the one that damn.
Is it? Okay.
It's black and it's 6.8% alcohol. And thus
Initial
far, it's not too bad.
impressions?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like 3 or 4 sips out of it thus far, and it's not bad at all. It's pretty tasty. And I got it's a 1 pint, 0.9 fluid ounce bottle. It's a little bit bigger than like a 12 ouncer.
That's the Brits for you.
Yeah. Oi! I was expecting to get that out of you.
I already did it once.
All right.
Oi!
All right. News: beer drinkers tap out on Yuengling after owner endorses Trump.
Uh-oh.
In protest, LGBT bars across Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. have begun yanking Yuengling from their shelves and canceling future orders.
Did you like Yuengling?
For their lager beer, as a cheap just go-to beer, I thought it was really good, and their black and tan I liked.
Okay.
But I haven't had it in a while.
The other question is, why are they excluding the rest of the LGBT community? Isn't it now LGBTQIA?
I have no idea.
Which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, intersex, asexual, and ally.
An ally?
Mm-hmm.
The hell's
A
ally?
person who does not identify as LGBTQIA, but supports the rights and safety of those who do.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then
I have no idea.
Yeah, this is new to me.
Are there any bars set up with that entire designation?
I don't know, but if they saw me, they wouldn't let me in.
They might.
They might let you
One
in
of our own.
because you're a hipster now. Your beard.
That's true. Yeah, I just had to put on a plaid shirt, right?
Yep. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah. All right, right in the movie talk. Did you watch anything this past week?
Oh, I did not.
Oh, all right, that's a first. Did you half watch anything this past week?
Is watching your wife sleep one?
Did you video it?
You sent me the video.
All right.
No,
Well, I watched Hotel Transylvania 2.
Two. Was
for
one or two better?
2 is a little bit more memorable because there was a few more. What is it like? Repeating lines, like quoted lines.
Right.
Like I did not say blah 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 in it and stuff like that. We only watched it because it was like one of the ones that first came up on Netflix during Halloween night.
Okay.
We started it, or Jonah started it before we went out trick or treating, and then as soon as we got back, like, dude, we were into trick or treating like a half an hour, and he goes, "Can we go home already? I want to finish watching that movie."
This year was weird.
We
with
stayed out for like
trick-or-treating.
2 hours, or like an hour and hour and a half, I guess.
I wasn't out for an hour. I went out with a bunch of kids,
Mm-hmm.
with Ruby and 5 of her classmates, and we went down 2 streets. And one kid's like, "I got a headache. I want to go home." So the mom took him home. Then the other kids got picked up. I mean, it was like 30 minutes in to trick or treat, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have any candy to eat.
Yeah. We were a half an hour in, and Jonas goes, "I want to go home." And Nicole and I both said, "Not happening, dude. We got places to be, candy to get. You have to enjoy this. This isn't just for you."
I need the parent tax.
That's right. So we did walk around a whole bunch, but when we got back, we did finish up Hotel Transylvania too. So
Well,
a
here
good
where
movie.
I live, it's a condo, 4 condos in one building, and there's like, maybe like 50 or 60 buildings.
Yep.
Nobody trick or treats here. This will be like the mecca of all trick or treating.
Yeah. Was there people handing out?
No, like no. Ever since I lived here, like this has been when I first moved in here, then moved back. It's been a total of like 4 years. Nobody ever trick or treats.
That's weird.
I had one kid come, and I gave him the entire bag that I bought from BJ's the one year. I'm like, here you go.
Nice.
Nobody's coming.
Any king size?
No king size, just a big pack of mixed berry Skittles.
Okay. Full
And
size or regular size?
Yeah, regular
Right,
size, and
okay.
some fruit roll-ups. They're so good.
Huh. Fruit roll-ups? Like
Fruit roll-ups.
they have them individually packaged now?
Yeah. Or maybe someone just got a box and just
Just
opened it up.
ripped it open and gave you one that was still just kind of wrapped up with a little piece of wax paper on the outside.
Oh, they're so good.
Movie news. New details on the recent departure of director Tim Miller from Deadpool 2 have surfaced, with reports claiming that Miller's version would have cost significantly more than what star Ryan Reynolds had in mind for the sequel. Now, from this, I'm assuming Ryan Reynolds is kind of fronting the money
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up.
for the movies. I mean, the way it's written, that was my assumption.
That's what I thought too. But
Or maybe he's just like a partial contributor to the
yeah, I don't
movie or
know.
something.
Let's see, Deadpool. But yeah, it's from reading it like that. It sounds like partial, producer or something
Yeah.
to have a say on what goes.
Right. Now, I can understand that I'm assuming the movie made quite a bit of money.
Well, it says here he's not even on writer, director, nothing.
Reynolds isn't.
Yeah, nothing.
That's weird.
He's just an actor. That's weird.
But I'm assuming they made a lot of money off of the first one. I mean,
Oh my gosh, the first movie was made with a $58 million budget.
right. So they made hand over fist money. So why
Oh,
the hell
yeah.
how much more could this guy have added to the budget for the second that they would be like, nah, that's not the direction we want to go.
Yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds said that the director, well now ex-director, right,
Mhm.
wanted to do it 3 times as much. So he wanted like a $150 million budget. When you get to the $150 million range, it's like you better perform well, or otherwise, if it doesn't perform like 5 times what we made it for, then it's not a hit.
Right.
So if you keep it in the 60 million, I mean that movie was great at $60 million.
But even still, they had
make.
some of those comments like in the movie that was quite comical, where they're like,
Yeah.
why did we only ever see the two of you guys living in this huge house when they went to like the Professor X School for Gifted Children?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, because we don't have it in the budget to pay the real people or something like that. He actually said in the movie. So
Yeah. So
I was assuming
I don't
that they wanted to bring in other characters as to why probably the cost was going up, plus a little bit more for special
Maybe just-
effects. But
maybe just wanted to make it more flashy. I don't know, but if they just stay the course with the first one into the second one, I mean, it'll do great.
yeah, exactly. Keep the vulgarity and the comedy going. That'll be great.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
All right, but don't feel bad for director Tim Miller. Supposedly he's
No?
just joined Sony's Sonic the Hedgehog live-action CG hybrid as an executive producer. Sonic the Hedgehog live-action
Straight to
CG hybrid.
DVD.
Yeah, seriously. That's going to go to like the B movie theaters and then be out. Like,
Right to beta.
right to Baymax. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
Sonic
Maybe-
the Hedgehog. I mean, the
it's
cartoon.
Just, it's just funny. I
can't see how they'd want to make that into a movie.
It's just it's horrible timing because the news came out that he's no longer directing, and it seems like I gotta find something. I'll be Sonic the Hedgehog supporter.
Yeah. Maybe if I
I
move
don't-
my name to that, people will go and see it.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably had this lined up from a while ago, and it's just it just makes this guy look really bad.
Now, Sony hasn't been doing great with a bunch of things lately, I don't think, right?
Yeah, their Spider-Man franchise is getting like another reboot now, right?
Right.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
And then they just came out with the news that the PS isn't selling as great as they thought, or as it was. Especially with the news of the new one.
Down.
Yeah, but I mean, even with like the new PS that they're talking about in comparison to like the Scorpio and everything else, I think they're saying with the comparison, it doesn't seem like they're keeping up. What the hell's going on with Sony?
I don't know. It seems like every other division with Sony isn't doing so well, except the video games.
Right. Yeah, because they're not making, like we talked about before, they're not really making computers too much anymore.
No, none. They're just making...
Their TVs kind of aren't selling as hot as like Samsung and LG and everything anymore.
Yeah, and I think we said it last week or a couple weeks ago, but their TVs are like super expensive.
Right.
I mean, they're okay TVs. They get, good reviews here and there, but they're just so expensive.
Yeah, for the price of it. I mean, why not just get something else?
Yeah, let's see some of the movies that they have. They are they're Sonic the Hedgehog. They're redoing they're going to do a Peter Rabbit movie with, I think it's starring Margot Robbie, so I'll probably see that.
There's no probably about it. Again? Wait, a reboot of Flatliners?
Reboot of Flatliners, the Emoji Movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see, stuff that they did. The Hungover Games.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. They're doing T2 Train Spotting. Let's see, anything else? It's Author Christmas. That was pretty good. The Ides of March got good reviews. You get the point.
Yes, that's what I was wondering. All right. Paramount and Leonardo DiCaprio's Appian Way Productions are teaming to recruit Captain Planet to take pollution down to zero.
Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Captain Planet. All right, the studio's in talks for the rights to the 1990s cartoon series. That's
this
pretty
is
cool.
Up your alley, isn't it, you liberal?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, but it's just, I don't know. They've been coming out with all these just kick-ass killer kind of, cartoon reboots into live-action movies and stuff like that. It'd be cool to see something that's a little bit more driven towards, being socially responsible. But
do He-Man, please, or Thundercats instead of
Captain Planet.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
What was the little cat's names, like Snarf or something like that?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, I think.
Was it really?
Yeah, that's because it's like, isn't that what he always just said?
Yeah, it is Snarf.
That's what that was in. Yeah. All right, the Rambo franchise. Oh, Pidge, is this you? Is coming back to theaters with a reboot that won't star Sly.
Medic.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I can't picture anybody else but him playing Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll have Terry Crews do it. It's like the new age Rambo.
All right, the movie has the appropriate title, though. It's called Rambo: New Blood.
New Blood.
Yeah.
Rambo: New Blood.
Without Sly, though.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
How
I mean,
old
is it going to be like his kid? Sly? He's got to be like 70, no?
Yes, he's exactly 70 years old. And 8 years ago, he made the last Rambo, which was it's a pretty gruesome looking Rambo.
Right.
And it was pretty good, too. He was 62. Oh, my gosh.
But even at 62, he was all, wasn't he all like,
Dude, he was
all veins, right?
Yeah, he was straight up jacked.
Yeah, but it was all veins. It was skin and veins.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do his jack. I'll take jacked over a fatty ass beer cut.
That's true, yeah.
It's a shame.
He's got the heart for it, but yeah, at 70, I can't see him doing a Rambo because, I mean, he ran around with his shirt off most all of the Rambos.
Liam Hemsworth?
No. I don't
Who?
know.
Like, who do you...
I'm trying to think of somebody who does like the Adrian with the lip and stuff. And I can't think of anybody.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I have no idea. They'd have to get somebody like out of New York. Kind of have that New York
Staten
attitude.
Island.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, maybe to get The Situation.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously, watching
calculation.
The Rambo situation. Oh God. Okay. Speaking of the situation on TV, What'd you watch this past week? TV stuff.
I watched some Chopped.
Okay.
Um,
Did you
I
watch
also
any
watched.
the worst cooks in America with the situation?
We have like 7 backed up, and we haven't been watching. We have like 18 Chops to watch still.
Okay.
It's ridiculous, with the newborn and with all the stress of trying to figure out moving situations. Speaking of situations, moving situations, and my daughter's new school. It's just been hectic. So
Are you taking your DVR with you?
and that's the thing. I don't think Comcast is down there. I think
So
it's
how are you
like
gonna
front.
save your DVR crap?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can you plug in your external hard drive?
You know what? Maybe I'll download it to my. Maybe I'll download it to my phone,
Okay.
and hopefully I don't have to log in
Yeah.
after it cancels, so I can watch it off my phone. But I also have been watching the World Series.
Okay.
And,
Pretty exciting.
It'll be over. Game 7's tonight.
Yep.
So we'll see who wins.
Pretty exciting.
Either way,
I mean,
I don't care.
come on, the Cubbies came back with a big win last night, right?
Yeah, last time I
Was it
checked,
9
they
to
were
1 or
winning.
whatever?
Yeah, 9-3.
Was it 3? Okay. It was
9
7 to 1, I
9 to
think,
2,
the
or
last
something
time.
like that.
Okay.
But I've been watching that, and then when my daughter gets fussy and my wife needs some sleep because she's like spent from breastfeeding and taking care of the kid, because during the day she lets me nap a few hours,
Yep.
because at night I take care. We take turns, so I catch up on American Horror Story.
Okay.
And I'm all caught up.
What do you think?
And I like it a lot, man.
It got better, right? Once it flipped.
When it flipped, but it's getting a little far fetched. It's again,
Well, that's what it's supposed to do.
I know, but I like the first half. The first half, was
Really?
good.
Where it was kind of like reality TV?
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
Oh, okay.
I kind of liked the interviewing
That's-
and the acting and stuff.
Wait, that was where I was kind of like, is this serious? I think it went a little bit too cheese for me. I was expecting a little bit more scare out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I expected more scare too, but the second half, it's more like just like, hey, let's just throw everything at the show and we'll see what sticks.
Okay.
I don't know.
I could see that.
But
Okay.
I'm curious to know. I'm curious to learn more about the real Butcher.
Right.
We'll see. And I also caught up. I'm not caught up, but I saw the first episode of The Walking Dead, and that was awesome.
Yeah. Now, I know you haven't been watching Westworld.
No.
But, yeah, that first episode, I know Calc was kind of like, it was okay. Dude, I thought it was
Okay.
great.
Oh, did he say like it was drawn out?
Yeah, it was a little bit too much and drawn out. Yeah, because he was saying how good Westworld was that week, and I thought it was the complete opposite. I thought, Walking Dead completely killed Westworld that week. Because Westworld, I think, had kind of a slow episode, I thought.
Yeah, Kelk is on the Reddit train. It's like whatever Reddit likes, he likes.
But but it did flip the next week, because like this past week's Walking Dead was a lot slower, where Westworld was a lot more excitement again.
Yeah, I think it isn't that what Walking Dead usually is, like each season, like the first episode's always it builds you up,
and
then
storytelling.
it takes you for a ride, and then towards the last 3 episodes or so, you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, because that's like when like you said, right, when it first started off, even with season 1, like the first thing was just like, holy crap, this guy kind of wakes up. It's kind of, that whole chase scene and everything else, and then he wakes up and there's like zombies everywhere, and that's just like the holy crap. And then it just gets into the storytelling of him trying to go back and find the family and everything else, like the slowness of it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking, before I saw the episode 1 of the new season, I'm like, man, like what if like everybody died and it's just Rick, and it's like a reboot all over again?
Right.
He has to start from scratch. That would have been like really cool.
Yeah.
But
that'd be crazy to kill them all off, though.
Yeah, I just wish Carl got smashed.
Carl.
All
right, so that's what you've been watching.
That's what I've been watching.
I've been watching a bunch of the same as we were just discussing. I watched Westworld as well. Luke Cage. I think we only have like 2 episodes left of that to finish it off.
Is it getting better, or is it staying the same?
It's kind of staying the same. The last episode that we watched was a little bit on that kind of, like you said, far-fetched thing with American Horror Story. Yeah, no, you were saying it was a little bit far-fetched. Yeah, it's kind of, even that got a little bit, because he kind of, spoiler alert, got a little injured.
Oh.
And the way that they kind of were helping him was like, what? But anyway, you have to watch and see. But I think it's also kind of weird when they try to take somebody who just looks like a regular person and try to make them super strong and not have it look fake. It's kind of hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it doesn't look like, okay, Hollywood just got in there and, there's wires all over everything. And, it's kind of hard, I think, to do that. So that's where it's kind of losing me a little bit. But it's still it's got a good story that's going on. So it's kind
Still
of
got a
hard.
good
To, like,
soundtrack.
Yeah. Nicole's like super
Hell
excited
yeah.
for when that comes out. She wants to download it.
Hell yeah.
And I saw the season opener for season 2's Hunting Hitler.
Wait, it wasn't season 2 opener. Wasn't it like a recap of season 1 and just like a sneak peek?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, because I watched, maybe it was the last episode of season 1 then. So this was kind of like the recap and then the sneak
Oh, and
peek.
it bled into it.
Yeah. Because I thought it started a new episode. It didn't look like it did, but the hour hit and then a new episode started, and they were talking about, this year on season 2 we're gonna do this, and then they kind of got into some things that they were doing then, and I was like, okay, so is this the opener? Or, I thought it was, but maybe not.
I thought
Maybe it's starting this Tuesday coming.
It might be because I have it. I DVR'd and I looked at it. I'm like, season 2? Like I didn't think. I thought it was just stopping at season 1,
Right.
and that was it.
I
But
think
let me
they said they got a lot more. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, they probably have It's unanswered still. I want to know more.
Right. Well, they said
I'm excited for
from season 1, they've gotten a lot more people. 1 to help out that are like specialists.
Oh, really?
And 2 that are just giving information that they can find, 1 on the web, and 2 that they might be like have found themselves but didn't really know what to do with. After seeing season 1, they're like, oh, well, I have something that I can give. So they said they have so much more documentation stuff to go through now.
They found it on the dark net. But
Yeah.
my question to you is, with this Hunting Hitler, what would you want to see? What like mystery would you want to be solved?
Oh, along these lines, or like
yeah,
what ending would I have liked to see? I'd like to see him die a
along-
painful death of like being castrated very slowly and then fed it to himself and stuff like
His
that.
fingernails pulled off and
Yeah.
shoved in his butt.
Like maybe Ramsey Bolton got a hold of him and just kind of took it to the end.
No, that's not it. For me, I would want like Hunting Area 51 or Hunting
Yeah.
Roswell.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was just thinking when you said not that. The whole alien crash kind of figured out. And,
Like, what the hell?
especially with
just
the
tell us.
Yeah, especially with the more that they keep saying, like what is it, Air Force pilots, regular airline pilots, space shuttle pilots are all saying that they see things.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, they can't all be lying. I mean, unless they're
No,
just
they
looking for their day in the the spotlight. But
Yeah, but that's no, it can't. It can't be just one huge coincidence and one I want to be in the spotlight for 5.5 seconds.
Right,
It can't be.
yeah,
Show me proof. I saw actually. You're not gonna believe me, but I saw a UFO.
you did.
Yeah, when I was living in my old house, I was looking up in the sky and I just saw this slow moving light, and then all of a sudden I blinked and it just sped off. It was gone. I was like, "Oh shit! I saw a UFO!"
Sarah, get the camera.
Take me to your motherland. Come back and mom plant it with chips. But anyway,
maybe they'd fix you back for you.
Well, maybe that's why they broke.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. Creator Ryan Murphy of the American Horror Story series has announced he plans to combine 2 of the FX anthology series' previous themes for an upcoming crossover season.
Ooh.
Now he's quoted as saying, "It's not going to be next season, but we're going to do a season that's a crossover between Murder House, which I think was the first one,
Yes.
and Coven, which was the
This is
second to last one, right?
No, Coven was the third one.
Right, but I mean two episodes ago.
Yes. Two seasons ago. Yeah, that was the witchcraft one, right?
Right. Which is very bizarre that he says. So that I could see working because they're both kind of based around a house of some sort.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see Coven. Is it worth going back to watch it? That's a no. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but there wasn't a lot in it that was kind of like that scare, I don't think. And was that the first introduction to Angela Bassett?
I don't know. I didn't see
because I thought she did a good job in that season. From what I did see, we never finished it, so that can kind of give you an idea as to how good it was. But
was Pepper in it? You know who Pepper is, right? Pepper was the one with the asylum.
I didn't watch most of that. I think I saw like 2 episodes of that.
Wow, this is getting off track here.
No, anyway, so the season will feature characters from both installments of Murder House and Coven.
It's like, did you see that? No. Did you see this one? No. Okay, that ends that conversation.
All right. Millie Bobby Brown, a.k.a. 11, likely to return for Stranger Things Season 2.
Mike,
How's that going to happen?
Friends keep promises, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't think she died at the end. I thought she just kind of used like her power to take that thing, whatever it was, to the dark zone.
So she hugged it, and then poof.
Right. Because I think
And
there was
then-
already like a thin spot in that wall or something, wasn't there?
They were in the classroom.
Yeah. But wasn't there a thin spot in that wall? Because it was like that whole like room and stuff with her power going off and stuff was kind of opening up
thing.
rifts and stuff, wasn't
This
it?
is where it get messed up because if I don't see it 3 days ago, I won't remember a damn thing. But I thought, I guess they just confirmed it that she's in it, so I guess she didn't die.
Maybe
Or
she's
maybe
just
it's-
stuck in the dark zone or the underneath.
Or maybe it's her life before. Or here it is. It's her life before where she plays the other kids with her friends, and then she gets recruited to be 11.
Oh.
Whoa.
Here it is. She lives in England. Oi!
Oh, she actually is British too, I think. Right?
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oi.
shit. Oh man. All right. How's your beer?
It's an A for me.
Okay.
It's real bitter.
Ooh,
I'm not
there was-
liking.
There's a slurp sip. We haven't had one of those in forever.
There was one 2 weeks ago.
Oh, was it?
It's
That's
too bitter.
Okay.
It's too bitter for me. Yeah. I
Even
don't
as
think
a
Kelk would like
farmhouse?
this. Yeah, I don't think Kelk would like this. I think it's the white wine that makes it even more bitter. The aged in the
Like a
barrels.
dry bitter, like kind of like a dry
Yes.
wine.
It's like a dry wine. That's perfect. It's a dry wine with it's. I
With
mean,
the-
even the
with the
peaches don't
bitterness
even
of the-
sweeten it up.
Of the beer.
Yeah, the peaches don't even sweeten it up.
See, I always think and I don't know if it's just me, but with the beers and the citrus, I think there's something with the lemon and the sour of the lemon that kind of cuts through the bitterness more so than the sweets of other fruits that are used.
That's true.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe they just like negate each other, like that. You know, the bitterness of a lemon kind of negates the bitterness of too much hops or something.
Yeah, some kind of reaction.
Yeah, but I think the lemon usually is a better fruit for these types of or for beers and stuff like that. But I could be wrong.
Beers.
Anyway, my Trooper Red and Black Iron Maiden was it created by created by Iron Maiden and brewed by the Robinson's family brewers. It's good. I'd give it a yay. Too bad it's a limited edition. Oh, well.
Boo.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get another beer, and we're back with Let's Talk Games.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter at Pigeon Pegleg and also on Twitch, Pigeon Pegleg. Pigeon Pegleg.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound.
All right, we're back with Let's
Let's
Talk Games. We got new beers. Pidge, lead us off with what
I
you're
did not.
drinking. Oh, you're a jerk. I thought you said you were.
I was going to, but since I didn't like this beer, I'm gonna wait for the last segment.
You're
to
sticking
have
with
it.
the hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a dice and hopefully I like the last beer.
Halia. All right, I did switch. I'm drinking Mississippi Mud
Got Rocky Road.
from the Mississippi Brewing Company in Utica, New York.
That makes sense.
Total sense.
It's like the what is it? Isn't it like a Philadelphia and Atlanta?
Yeah, there's
Something like
there's a Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania.
What the?
I'm driving out to Penn State. You go past the exit for Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania.
Oh, where you guys? I'm going to Jersey Shore. Oh, I heard the weather's nice there.
Yeah.
It's just full of trailers.
Yeah, it's only like 2 miles away from Penn State.
It's like the Moonshine Museum or something like that.
It's a black and tan. It's chestnut brown in color. The black and tan is a porter and pilsner mix, and it's
Ooh.
5% alcohol. So
Wait a minute, you
it's
poured it in
still-
a glass?
I did. Just because I'm sharing it with
Wow.
the whiskers.
Did you pour it in the correct glass?
It's in a pint glass. It's in my the official Family Guy drinking game pint glass. Nice.
Brian. Okay,
That wasn't bad.
that wasn't too bad.
You gotta add a little bit of oil in there, and then it'd be better off. All right, what games did you play this past week?
Oi. I played the Division with you and sometimes Kelk.
Yep.
But he had to pack his clothes 5 days in advance before he went on vacation. So
Wanted to make
He
sure
didn't
you had
have a
enough
lot of time.
condoms for the trip.
I don't think they're allowed magnums on the plane. Oh, I also played some Destiny: Rise of Iron just for like 10 minutes, and then my daughter started crying, so I had to go.
Hmm.
And then I didn't play it, but I watched my daughter play a lot of it. SXX, that
Oh.
snowboarding game on the 360.
Jeez, here I am. I'm like cheering you on with it, and it's her. God.
I want to play, dude. It's just like Tony Hawk with snow.
Yeah.
Because you can either pick the joystick to control your moves, or you can do the buttons. I'm like, okay, if she's gonna play it, because she's just been playing Roblox and Minecraft all the time. I'm like, why don't you just expand your horizons and try something else?
Oh, I know. Well, that's what
I was like,
I tell my son the same, but the only other thing he wants to play is Recore. And he's like, you gotta come and sign me in to the loaded couch so I can play it. And I'm like, I'm freaking busy right now.
yeah, no. But she did play Feed and Frenzy. That's
Okay.
available on EA Access if you want to download that.
We have that on 360. I don't.
So it's backwards compat.
Is it?
There's
Okay.
there's like 4, 5, or 6 games on EA Access that's backwards compat that you can. They're all like PopCap games.
Yeah, this one was that you're a fish and you eat
Yeah.
smaller fish until you grow. Once you hit like a level on your progression
Yeah.
bar, and then you're a bigger fish that can eat the size fish that you were, and the littlest fish. But
Yeah,
you have
so
to look out
there's-
for big fish.
Yeah, Feed and Frenzy 1 and 2, then there's Bejeweled 2
Okay.
and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then Zuma, and then there's another game that you could download now on EA Access.
Okay.
She tried Feed and Frenzy, but it's just looked like just remind me of like the old computer you used to run from school and play one of those games.
Tandy.
Just like, yeah,
Tandy 1000 or whatever it was.
whatever it was with Oregon Trail. But yeah, I was watching her play. It just looked neat.
Okay.
Just looked
Is it
super
anything
cool.
like what was that one? It's not fall. What's it called? That new one that's going to be coming out. We talked about it when we saw it at E3. Remember the
Oh,
big
Steep.
snowboarding game?
Steep.
Steep. That's right. That's right.
I was actually accepted to the closed beta.
Oh,
but
were
I was
you?
I was on vacation. I couldn't play it.
Oh, you're the worst.
And I was going to give it to you guys, but it's linked to my
Picture bag like
Ubisoft Club account.
Okay. Yeah, I
So-
wanted to see how it actually panned out because what I saw looked really interesting.
Yeah,
But I was curious to
I'm
see how it
curious.
actually.
I think they're having another beta
Okay.
coming out. I think there's another closed beta, then there's an open beta to all coming in late November.
One that you can, share with your
Try it
friends and
out.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. Hopefully, I can try it.
Okay. All right. Myself, I played Vision, as you said. I started playing some new app games, Candy Crush. I know
been
I'm kind
crushing
of
it?
late to that whole thing, but I was playing that, and then since
Are
I
you
just
playing it because of the television show coming out? The game show,
No.
Candy Crush.
No, not at all. It was just fun to see that it was actually on the Microsoft App Store, which
Oh,
is
wow,
super
that's right.
surprising. Yeah.
You have a Microsoft phone.
Yep, I'm the worst. And then I was playing some Minecraft just because got a new video card in the computer.
And now it's zippy as hell.
Yeah, and I got the draw distance and everything else, and all the graphics on fancy and everything else now for Minecraft.
What'd you drop on
fancy
it?
leaves and stuff? Huh?
What'd you
Price
drop on
wise,
the video? Yeah.
$215 I think with shipping, or $220 with shipping. All right, in Sony news, the Twitter account for No Man's Sky's developer Hello Games was allegedly hacked, including tweets and emails attributed to Hello Games staff calling the studio's latest game, quote, a mistake.
Yeah, on the Twitter, it was Sean Murray. I don't know if he's the founder or he's just like the lead designer or whatever he is. Let's just say he's the head honcho. His Twitter account was hacked, and on there it said No Man's Sky was a mistake. That's horrible, man.
That is pretty bad. I mean, I can imagine there were some people who were, thoroughly disappointed,
Yeah, but
to go to those lengths.
it's like you got to make the game what you want it to be. If you're hyping it up yourself and making it out to be some kind of crazy game, or you're just taking his words to the heart, then yeah, you're gonna be screwed. But
Right.
the game was about exploration and just about finding stuff, naming things.
And then
That's all it
also
was.
being able to fly through space, fly down to a planet without having any loading screens, land, and then explore, and then again
Yeah.
take back off again and fly right out into space again without any loading screens. It's
We're gonna look in 5 years from now. We're gonna look at this game and say, this game set the path for the games that we have now.
right. Yeah, definitely. That's what I think too. I mean, I didn't play it myself because I kind of watched a lot of gameplay and it did seem very, kind of repetitive and
Monotony.
stuff like that. Yeah. But again, for what they created, I think they did a great job for what they
for a
did.
small team too.
Right.
Small indie team.
Yeah.
And their previous game was what? Joe Danger? That motorcycle game, like Excite Bike motorcycle game?
Myself personally, I was kind of disappointed with the original Watch Dogs.
See, I wasn't. I enjoyed that.
I know you finished it, all the way to the end and everything else. I'd say I was probably 3/4 of the way through the game, and I'd done most of the side missions and everything else. So I was having a good time playing it. It's just for what I kind of expected from the the hype and stuff that they kind of brought out with the game. I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more because the driving was a little bit wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the actions, like while you were running and stuff, were a little bit wonky, like the interactions in the environment and stuff like that. But again, that's just myself being like, I had too much in mind of what I was expecting it to be.
Yeah. I mean,
but I don't think it's going to keep me from. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I don't think it's going to keep me from getting the second one. So anyway,
you're gonna get the second one?
Probably not right away, but I am interested in
It goes
checking
on
it
sale.
out because there is from what I saw, they had a release trailer I think today,
Right.
November 2nd, that showed a lot more cooperative play.
Main campaign or is that multiplayer?
I don't know. The things in they didn't say a lot of the release that they did today of the kind of like the teaser stuff. It was all DLC stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
That they were saying there was going to be multiple multiplayer option, extra DLC campaign things with multiplayer aspects in it. So that kind of leads me to believe that there's going to be multiplayer in the game itself, the campaign.
Right.
But I'm not 100% on that. I hope they do, personally. But
yeah.
Anyway, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare launches on November 4th. And to celebrate, Sony, here we go, is running a special promotion that includes a free copy of Infinity Ward's new shooter with the purchase of a PS4.
That's actually pretty good because there's some bundles out there where you can get the it's Black Ops 3, which is an older one, but you can get Uncharted 4 with the Slim, and then you'll get this free game as well, which is a pretty good deal.
Oh, if you get the bundle, then you get the game as well. I got you.
Yeah, or you can just get the regular system, but why not get a free game?
Yeah. Pay a
with
little
the
bit more.
bundle, and then get this game.
Right. You gonna pitch in special that with your PS4?
I actually thought about it. But I'd rather have the digital code. I wonder if they give you a digital code or a hard copy of the game.
See, you know how they did that with movies? With the DVDs, because they're not selling as many DVDs because of the new streaming
they put
services.
the Ultraviolet in there or something like that.
Yeah, they're letting you do that where you can just download it as well. You have you have DVD, you have Blu-ray, and they're giving you a digital code.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to start doing that with games?
What, you take the game and then you get a digital code as well?
Yeah. Especially with Microsoft, since you can play on both.
I don't think so, because then it's 2 games for the price of 1. Because you have the disc and then you can give the code to somebody else. Right?
True.
Unless that code's linked to that game somehow.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Or maybe they just sell you, because I know people like box art
and
stuff like that. So maybe they sell you a case, like for an extra $5, you can have the case, but it's a digital code inside.
Okay, I think you said that before. But again, why not just offer the games a little bit cheaper, because you're not going into the costs of the DVD or the the disc, the box, and everything else.
You already have the price set at $60. Why come down in price if people are going to just pay $60?
Right, but again, if they're going to up the
consumer.
game again, like if the like the new price for 2018 is going to be like $65.
Oh, so
for these games,
it'll be
the
$60.
digital be $60, but yeah, if you want the box art, it'll be $65.
Yeah.
Or if you want a DVD, then it'll be $65. Or Blu-ray, whatever. Anyway,
I see that.
Yeah.
Well, before we move on, PS4 is having this crazy Halloween sale. I don't know if you got my text earlier.
Yeah, I did.
I'm telling
PSN
you,
account stuff, $10.
Yeah, you should buy that game.
Okay.
$10 for Until Dawn. I think it's a good, because my wife's not into video games and stuff, but I think you and your wife are into scary games,
Kind
or
of
jump scares and stuff. But you make decisions and
Her
things
not so
happen.
much. Like she
Yeah,
didn't like PT whatsoever.
Yeah, but if you were there making decisions with her and like snuggling your arms and stroking your beard, she would enjoy it.
She'd be stroking the beard.
But $10 for Until Dawn, I think it's a good deal because I actually might buy 2 games on here.
Oh, snap. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that PS4 deals from November 4th to the 5th
Yeah, for the
for the free game.
So if you're hearing this, I hope you did it. If not,
boo
you're
on
out of
you.
luck.
Yeah. All right. In Microsoft news, Phil Spencer has explained that Microsoft does not plan on releasing incrementally upgraded consoles every 2 years. Thank God. Quote, I don't have this desire to every 2 years have a new console on the shelf, he said. That's not part of the console business model, and it doesn't actually help us. The best customer I have is somebody who buys the original Xbox and buys all the games. That's the
where
best.
they make their games.
Their money.
I mean, not make their games. That's where they make their money.
Right. That's the best customer for us in terms of the pure financials of it. I'm not trying to turn consoles into the graphics card market.
Well, that's true because with each iteration,
Yeah, but each
They
time they do it, they give you the slim. So it is like they're doing that.
yeah. But I think what he's talking about is they're gonna have the Scorpio. What are they gonna have? Like the Scorpio Slim, and then have
Yeah,
something
That's exactly
else
what they're
after
going
that.
to have. Right. So it's not like they are kind of doing the graphics card thing, because what they're doing is if there's a new graphics card that comes out, they throw it in the console, make it smaller, and they call it slim.
Yeah, but I think what he's saying is after the Scorpio, don't expect like a Slim or don't expect something else after this for a while.
See, now I'm thinking not the opposite completely. I'm completely on board with what you're saying. I'm thinking it's going to be like the 360 to the 1, but you are going to have that 2 year, 2.5, 3 year, whatever. You'll get the slim, and then 3 years after that, then you'll get like a Scorpio 2 or whatever.
So are you going to get the Scorpio or are you going to get the Scorpio Slim?
I
What's
don't
Cal
know.
getting?
I'll probably get the Scorpio. He
I'll
likes those
probably
day
get-
ones.
I'll probably get both.
You are going to get both. Who you kidding?
Oh, yeah. I want another Xbox One S. Is that bad? Is that really bad?
No, because mine's been kind of making me hard reboot quite often, and I don't know why. That I'm thinking about myself an upgrade, but with the Scorpio coming out this spring, I'm kind of like trying to hold off.
One for the office, one for the.
Well, no, not if they're doing this Play Anywhere crap. I can just, I mean, that's why I upgraded the graphics card. I've got, the beefier RAM and stuff like that now. So, also, Microsoft has confirmed that its upcoming Project Scorpio console will support Xbox 360 backwards compatibility. That's pretty awesome.
Will it work with Xbox One games?
I would assume so. I would hope so if they're saying that it's going to be backwards compatible all the way to 360, but they never know.
Xbox One backwards compatibility.
Yeah. It will be released 2019 or
Yeah,
2018.
dude, with the Slim, the Scorpio Slim.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when they release this, they'll have if they have like the original Xbox games backwards compat. That'd be
Like OG Xbox?
yeah, like OG Xbox, like Jade Empire, Knights of the Old Republic,
Like original Project Gotham and all
yeah,
that stuff? Okay.
original Max Payne, like all that stuff.
I-
And
Again, I don't know why they
if you don't
can't
buy
do
it.
that. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
That compared to the PS4 Pro or something like that. I think that's something they should do.
Sure,
Like
yeah,
this-
why not?
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to get all those emulators and stuff like that.
Mm-mm.
Although a lot of people do that on the computer anyway, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. Anyway, Nintendo news.
Uh-oh.
Here are some of the supposed Nintendo Switch dev kit specs based on several leakers. And that's leakers in
Leakers.
quotes. Jackoffs. All right, so first off is 4 ARM Cortex A57 cores, max 2 gigahertz.
So the other consoles, I had them up, but I exited out of them. But I think both these consoles, the One and the PS4, have 8 cores.
And this is just 4, so it's already half
This
as
is
good.
just 4. Yes.
Okay. The NVIDIA second generation Maxwell architecture.
I don't know.
The 256 CUDA cores, max 1 gigahertz, and 1024 flops per cycle.
So that's what, 1 gigaflop per cycle?
Yeah, because a
Right.
teraflop would be 100,000,
Yeah, it will be 100,000.
I think.
But the next one is important.
4 gig RAM. Wow.
Xbox
25.6
One.
gigabytes per
Xbox,
second VRAM shared.
Xbox One and PS4 have 8 gigabytes of RAM,
Right. All right. 32 gig storage.
which I could care less about.
USB 2.0 and 3.0. Why they even went 2.0 is beyond me.
Yeah.
And 1280 by 720 6.2 inch IPS LCD.
I'm thinking they went 2.0 because a lot of external drives still go 2.0.
Yeah, but if you're
Maybe.
buying those,
Yeah,
I
but
can't see
3.0
why.
does down convert to 2.0, doesn't it?
I think so. I think you
Or
can.
accepts it?
I thought you could. It was you had that limited speed still, but you could still use the the plug for it.
Okay.
Mm.
That's
1080p at 60 frames or 4K at 30 frames. Max video output.
So they're saying this thing does 4K.
That's what they're saying at 30 frames though.
I guess I'm guessing that it's when it's docked. It does that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. Probably not on the because on the console or the handheld, I think that's that 1280 by 720, right?
Yeah, it's 720p. That's still pretty good for a huge tablet like that.
Right.
It all comes down to battery life, homie.
True. Yeah. And then
Capacitance
method is 10-point multi-touch. Okay.
So yeah, so doing like a multi-touch screen,
Right.
just like the iPad and stuff. Which I don't
again,
know.
I don't mind the fact that they didn't do the dual screen option for the touchpad.
I don't either, and even if they got away with the 2-point touch or the touch screen,
Right.
they would have got away with that. And if you took that away and increased the battery life, then that'd be great. Do that, but
Wasn't that one of the things that they said kind of on the release though? Is that the big thing that they were focusing on was battery life with this new console because of making it the handheld?
Well, it's based after the NVIDIA
Yep.
Shield.
Right.
I wonder what the battery life on that is.
I'm not sure.
I'll look it up while we do other stuff.
All right, multi-platform news. Destiny: Rise of Iron generated $59.1 million in digital revenues in September 2016. That's not just in that month, right? Or is it just in that month?
It's just in September.
Holy shit. Okay. It's crazy. The original vanilla Destiny generated combined physical and digital revenues of $47.5 million during its launch month of September 2014. So just the Rise of Iron beat the original game cell.
But I wonder, because I wonder if it's just the Rise of Iron DLC, or if it's, because I know they did like a collector's edition. Like you got all the previous DLCs and Rise of Iron for X amount of money. For the same price as the original.
As to why there was more sales.
Yeah, that's
why
what
not
I'm
just
thinking.
buy the whole game with the Rise of Iron in it?
Yeah, people just adopted it at the time.
Sure.
Because people just stuck with vanilla Destiny. It's like, oh, it's too grindy. And then they got this, and
then everybody jumped on board.
Yeah. So back to the NVIDIA Shield.
Okay.
Back in 2013 when this was benchmarked, the NVIDIA Shield has a 5-inch 720 display, and it runs at 6 hours. So that's 3 years ago. So we're going to talk 4 years later. It has a 6-inch screen at 720. So the battery life's got to be 8 hours. That's what I'm thinking. And that's damn good.
8 hours. That is really good. I mean, that's kind of like what I'm trying to think how the DS works. Because you can get a lot of time out of that DS.
Yeah. You can get a cross-country flight out of that, then.
Right.
That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. Especially for, at 720 at the small scale like that. I mean, that's... And now I'm wondering if that's gaming or, because it'll definitely get
it's different.
cut with video and stuff and streaming.
Streaming music from Pandora.
Right. But again, if you're not using the screen for Pandora stuff, maybe it's, longer.
Or it goes in the sleep mode or something.
Right, but it still just plays with the...
All right, Scotch, let's calm down here. Let's not get excited.
Yeah.
Let's not get disappointed.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thoughts on your beer still, nay?
Yep, still nay. How about this one? How about the Mississippi Mud Rocky Road?
Mud. It's all right. It's a little bit more bitey, like a Black and Tan is in comparison to the porter that I had before.
I tell you what, though,
the flavor
bottle
on it's
makes
not
me
bad.
want to buy it.
It's there's a little bit of a weird aftertaste.
Is that the mud part?
Maybe slowly trickling down the throat.
Sounds like
I'll say yay.
deficiency.
I tried. I'd drink it again, but it's kind of more of that. You're going to somebody's house and you're like, oh, look at the bottle I brought, type of thing. More
Yeah,
than
no,
it
that's
is
what I'm saying.
more than it's just me being like, oh yeah, I want to drink it because it tastes delicious. Type. So I would end up buying it again for that reason, but not for the fact that it's really, really good.
Plus,
So
it's
is that a
full
yay?
alcohol too.
Is that
I
still a
would
yay
say-
or is it a nay?
I would say it's a nay for you. You wouldn't
Okay.
buy this again.
Like
You
I said,
buy
I
it for a
would.
party.
Right? Yeah.
Give
If I
this
was going to,
somebody, so you wouldn't
no,
buy it for
for
yourself.
myself. If I was going to the party and it's like BYO, I'd be like, all right, I bring this. Be like, there's not a lot of people like black and tans and all that stuff too. So.
Did you ever go to a party with to bring your own beer?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Did?
Yeah, every
But
time
you
I go
don't
to my
share?
buddy's
You don't-
house, I always bring
you don't
like
share
a
your
6-pack. No, I do. Like that's why I'll buy a bunch. I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them.
BYOB is bring your own beer. It's not bring your own beer to share. It's not BYOBTS.
Well, to be honest, a bunch of my friends' houses, like you've been to at least one of them's house where they only get like 3 beers for
For 6
a
people.
6. He doesn't want us driving drunk. He's being responsible.
No, he's not. He wants the beers for himself.
All right, so
I bring like a 6-pack and we only open up 3 bottles.
all right. So should I agree that this is a nay then, since the only reason I'm
Yes.
bring is okay? All right.
You only bring it for BYOBTS.
All right. Well, let's get a refill. I think I have more of this Mississippi Mud to finish off, so I'll be back with the same. But I need to refill my glass, and we'll be back with the Brown Breeze. Have you ever heard this sound?
Ow!
No? Well, you're in luck. Here at Bone R Vitamins, we have the strongest, longest lasting bone strengthening suppository pill in the galaxy that works specifically for your meaty ankle bone. Avoid surgery at all costs with this pill. Some side effects include weight loss, muscle toning, hair color change from ginger to anything else, and follicle hair growth. But this pill is so effective, it'll be stupid for Celtic Fox to not take it. All right, we're back with Pigeon Eating Peanuts. I mean the Brown Breeze.
Nom,
section of
nom,
the show.
nom, nom, nom.
Pidge, what are you drinking? You did switch it up, right?
Yeah. I actually do have a porter.
All right.
I thought it was a stout, but it's not 4 beans. It's 5 beans from 6
Ooh.
Point Brewery.
So much better.
It's a Turkish style porter from Brooklyn, New York. It's dark brown on the border of bleak, and it's 10% alcohol.
On the border of bleak.
Far, yeah, on the border of bleak. So we first drank it. I think we were pretty drunk,
We were really drunk.
and we had a pizza too, right?
Yes, we did.
And this was delicious.
4 beans was delicious.
Yes, and then we had it again when we weren't drunk.
And it was horrible.
And I wouldn't say horrible. It was drinkable. No, Sriracha Stout is horrible.
Sriracha
Okay.
Stout is pretty bad.
So we'll find out if third time's the charm.
Okay.
What about you?
Myself, I'm continuing with my Mississippi Mud Quart. So,
My name is Mud.
that's right. All right, in the diarrhea of the mouth, we have a researcher from North Arizona University put tracking
Northern Arizona.
Northern Arizona University put tracking collars on about 50 Arctic squirrels in Alaska for a new study.
Hey, why not?
These critters hibernate from the end of summer to late spring, and they have lots to do during the summer months, including stuffing their faces, collecting food for winter, and mating.
Wait, so they sleep for like 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I want to be a fucking squirrel.
All right, female squirrels have to do all of this and eat enough so they can carry and produce enough milk for their squirrel babies, plus care for the little ones in an underground nest.
Squirrel babies?
Yeah.
They got to be a different name than squirrel babies.
In order to capture all this activity, the squirrel trackers were photosensitive to detect time above and below ground and had accelerometers, okay, to track movement. Okay.
Yeah.
The researchers found that while female squirrels spent less time above ground than males, they were much more active during that period. They had to get everything done in less time. Quote, it is not clear what the males are doing while above ground. The additional time spent above ground may be simply to loaf and bask in the sun. End quote.
Babe, I'm going out to hunt.
Does this remind you of anybody?
Sounds like coke to me.
I'm going out to mow the grass. Why the hell is he laying on the side yard?
My foot was hurting. I needed to take a 12-hour break.
Oh, that's awesome. It is completely, yeah. Okay.
This sounds like him because wasn't he supposed to get his fence done about 4 years ago?
It depends. Depends on how you, yeah. Depends on how it, I think it was money and...
No, he can't. He's not here to defend himself, so we're making fun of him.
Okay. All right.
In your face.
Nigeria's most famous polygamist has denied rumors of his death. Okay.
What?
He's here, so of course he's denying rumors of his own death, saying he is still very much alive at 92 years old and plans to continue taking more wives.
What a scumbag.
Mohammed Bello Abubakar
Nice, dude.
is a controversial figure in the town of Baida, I'm going to say?
Niger. Niger.
In the Niger state.
Be careful there. Be careful there, Scotchy.
In the Niger state, where he has married more than 100 women in what he describes as a divine calling.
Didn't you do that one day? One time?
One day.
In another life?
Yeah. The cleric has no discernible income, and he has outlived the majority of his 185 children.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I don't get it. And I don't know why TLC does the Sister Wives.
That's crazy
That,
to me.
You know what I'm talking
It's
about? That show,
technically
Sister
illegal,
Wives?
isn't it? But yet TLC's running a show about it?
In some states, it's illegal. But
I thought even in Utah it was illegal.
I don't know. Dude, you can bang like goats, and it's not illegal in some states.
In some
But
states.
every time that commercial
Is that why you're
pops
moving to Texas?
No, it's illegal. Yeah. I mean, it's illegal.
You already
there.
looked it up.
No. Every time that commercial comes on for Sister Wives, my wife's like, "Why can't it be like Brother Hubbies?" I'm like, "You shut up, piece of crap."
What's she saying? What's she saying there?
Go
Jim?
back underground to your nest, you female squirrel.
Oh man! All right,
Dude, 185 children.
that's great, and he's outlived the majority of them at 92 years old. That doesn't say a lot for the life in Nigeria.
What do these women think?
I have
Sounds like
no
a
idea.
David Koresh type of deal.
Yeah, especially since he doesn't have any discernible income. Maybe he's
He's got
just
no-
well hung.
Like that other dude from Kenya.
Yeah. No, gross.
That
All right.
meaty knobby penis.
This one's a funny one to bring us back. A patient from Japan was hurt mid-surgery
It's not funny. This is terrible.
when she passed gas that caught fire, causing serious injury to her body. At a university hospital in Tokyo.
Wait, was it? I'm gonna make this worse. Was it a fart or a queef?
Well,
No, methane gas doesn't come out the front.
Right. The woman in her 30s was undergoing an operation that involved applying a laser to her cervix, the lower part of her uterus, at a Tokyo Medical University hospital in Shinjuku Ward.
You're getting pretty good at this Japanese and Chinese.
The laser is believed to have ignited the gas she passed, a report released by the hospital said.
Oh my God. It's funny, but this is so sad.
That's a good thing you didn't have any laser surgery done on your lower back.
I think I did. Good thing I didn't fart.
They would have burned off that furry patch you got going on in your lower back there.
What, my Rambo patch? I call it my Rambo patch because it's manly. But dude, thank God I fart like crazy. Thank God I didn't fart during surgery.
How the hell?
Maybe they went old school with like scalpels.
Holy shit. Laser.
Can you
Fucking
imagine?
lit fire to her fart. You would think that would be something already. You would think that she wouldn't be the first person that had to happen to before they set up like a quality control like method of how to use a laser during surgery.
For real, can you imagine you go in for surgery for
You wake up with 3rd-degree burns in your ass?
yeah, because you're passed out. You wake up, you're in so much pain that your 2/3 of your body's just burnt to a
You
crisp.
got somebody rubbing aloe all over your cheeks. You're like, what are you doing?
What happened? My vagina feels fine, but my body hurts.
And I don't remember shaving down there.
Oh, you're terrible.
It smells like burnt hair in this room. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. Smells like Celtic in the summertime when the scalp gets burnt.
It smells like a mixture of burnt hair and shit in this room. What the hell's going on?
No, you gotta go for it. This is terrible. We're going to hell. I wish Calc was coming with us.
All right, questions from listeners. Our first question comes from
burnt hair.
Our first question comes from @Totes What's the craziest costume that you wore for Halloween? Also, why don't we celebrate Christopher Columbus Day? Christopher Columbus matters. Oh my god. First off, I'm not gonna say I'm anti, but I'm semi-anti Christopher Columbus, just because of his raping and pillaging his way through finding the new world.
No proof.
Yeah. The craziest costume I ever wore for Halloween.
Okay, then we'll say the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria matter.
There you go. That'd be fine. Craziest costume I ever wore was probably, not PC.
What'd you do?
It was a Native American full, mask with the long hair and everything else, and then I had like a kid's large vest with like my bare chest all hanging out and stuff, even though I've got like a preteen chest going on. I went
had to like those milk boobies.
Not exactly, but probably kind of. But I went to a bar, and this woman comes over to me as I'm standing there drinking my beer, and she goes, "Oh, what do we got here?" And she turns to me on, and she goes, "Oh," and then turns around and leaves. I was like, "Well, fuck you."
Well, because you had a young preteen chest.
Yeah, because I didn't have I wasn't glossy and had the 6-pack hanging out or anything else. Just.
Oh, you didn't have a 6-pack growing up?
No, not at all. Anyways, yeah, that was probably it was very not kosher to be wearing. This is total Indian red skin type of mask.
There's nothing wrong with it. Come on.
I know. Anyway,
the craziest outfit I had was, I don't know if you remember the movie Dead Presidents.
Okay, yeah, with the white face,
white face, the eyes were blacked out,
yep.
And the lips were blacked out. I wore that outfit, so I probably could have got shot if I was in a different kind of city. But
I thought you did blackface one year for like a 50s reenactment.
Bamboozled? No, my brother had 2 costumes. One, he was a flasher.
Oh jeez.
But he wasn't naked underneath. But he had a huge trench coat.
And he would fake flash people.
Yeah, and he would have shorts on and stuff, and just
like a Twinkie stuff sticking out of his zipper.
Yeah, he was just like,
well, thanks for the question Totes My Goats. Actually, we're going to a Halloween costume party on Friday.
Well, when's Halloween happening in your town?
It did on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
It went by already. All right, our next question comes from @Tim Bonham Burton. Tim Bonham Burton. Okay. I was watching.
I guess Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I thought it was like the son of John Bonham. The drummer from Led Zeppelin. Anyway, I was watching A Nightmare Before Christmas this past week, and it got me thinking. If you were to make a sequel, what holiday would you have Jack Skellington go to next?
Good question. Because every time he walks into those woods and sees all those doors.
Yeah, now what was there? There was the turkey, there was the tree, there was the 4-leaf clover, and there was the Easter egg.
Easter egg. And the turkey. Yeah.
Turkey.
Wasn't there Valentine's Day too?
Was there a heart one?
I'm not sure.
I was thinking St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. Let's just go with St.
Everybody's going to be drunk. It'd be kind of funny to see a lot of skeletons on drunk day. You don't have to worry about scaring the kids so much like you would on Easter.
Would Zero join them?
Sure, why not?
Get crunked up? I don't know.
Zero would be dressed up as the leprechaun.
He doesn't have any legs. He's just like a cape, a floating cape.
Right. Just spray paint him green. What the hell is that?
Out the cape.
Give him some ginger hair.
Now you're talking about Kelk.
Yeah, that's true.
I probably would do Easter.
Just because of the scare of the kids. There you go. I'm trying to scare the kids again.
Mm-hmm. Why not? Yeah, I go with the Easter egg.
All right.
Easter egg door.
Maybe
Or maybe we
Valentine's.
just
Valentine's. If there was a Valentine's, that could be a good one.
Yeah, or we could do Christopher Columbus Matters and go Thanksgiving. I'll go with Thanksgiving.
Just kill the pilgrims. Leave the Native Americans to.
Put them in the bag. Throw them to Oogie Boogie or Boogie Woogie.
All right. Well, thank you for the question at Tim Bonham Burton. Our next question comes from at Fat Oprah. Oh God. I remember hearing Celtic saying he was going on vacation. Was he going from Honolulu to Pago Pago? The reason I'm asking is because I don't know what Celtic looks like, but he better be fit because Hawaiian Airlines just won the right to weigh passengers to prevent crash landings. Also, should all airlines adopt this rule?
Kelk is not going to Hawaii.
He went to
He'll
Jamaica.
burn too much. Oh. You can follow him on Twitter at CelticBox_LC.
Yeah, although he's not using his phone, so.
Yeah, because he thinks he doesn't have internet there. Even though he's probably looking at
watching
Reddit
the
about
Cubbies
24 hours a day.
They won the rights to weigh passengers to prevent crash landings.
Yeah, there was
now,
like a lawsuit or something like that. And
right, now they're going to weigh the passengers, but does that mean that they can shift those passengers to fly on less crowded flights? Or that they just don't have to fly them at all?
No, I think it's on that flight. They shift the weight around where it can be evenly distributed.
On the plane,
So
okay.
if there's 3 seats and only 2 people are on those seats, they'll evenly distribute it. But if there's
they
like
also
a child,
double charge.
I don't know if they'll double
for
charge.
The second seat that person takes up.
Well, there wasn't a weight limit. It didn't clarify that, but they said if there's a child under 13 that they would take the middle seat. But if there isn't a child under 13 and there was room, then it'd only be 2 people on that row. The big guy and the little guy.
Right, okay.
Or big girl. I don't discriminate.
Should this be adopted on all airlines?
Oh my God, it'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, when you're can you imagine when you're checking in and you're checking your bags? Okay, put your bag up on the scale. All right, now go ahead and you get up on the scale.
Hop on. Shoes off. Clothes off.
I mean, they probably could incorporate the scale into the
X-ray scanner.
Yeah, the X-ray scanner. Yep.
Yeah, but man, that would just. Can you imagine? Like, oh, you're all happy about yourself. I mean, I
Hey, fatty, get back here and sit in this seat here.
This may be a bigotry, but I think women are more concerned about their weight than men.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you imagine if women goes up like, oh yeah, I feel great today.
I lost 2
had
pounds.
A good run-in, lost 2 pounds. It's like you think you weigh 120. You weighed yourself yesterday at 120. It's like 126. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, who calibrated this?
It's got to be my jeans. I'm taking my jeans off. I'll take my shirt off. Start like getting down. I don't know. Do I think they should? I don't think they should. It's just going to be more a logistical nightmare. That's my opinion. Christopher Columbus.
Oh yeah. It will be a logistical nightmare until they figure out like a streamlined way to handle it. And yeah, I don't know if all airlines are going to adopt this because I mean, how many flights can they actually blame over or obese people on, or like crashes on obese people?
Or me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they should adopt it, but it does bring up a good point.
Yeah, I mean, we are getting more obese as a whole, as a public.
That's why we need siestas like in Italy.
Yeah, but that's just going to make us lazier.
But then we can sleep.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for the question at Fat Oprah. Our last question.
Was Fat Oprah?
Our last question.
The 90s?
Was that the last Fat Oprah? She's been up and down.
She loves to eat bread.
Yeah, bread is delicious. I love bread too.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Dude, I remember. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I remember after my first or second back surgery, I bought a whole baguette, like a whole French loaf, and I ate the whole fucking thing.
With anything or just by itself?
Just butter.
Just okay.
Just not like the canola oil Land O'Lakes, like real sticked butter.
Right. Are you a Butterson where it's like, the butter's on there, it's half melted, but there's still at least half the, butter that's not melted because it's too
Oh,
thick on the
no,
bread?
yeah. I mean, it's cold, so I put. Oh, I can't spread it. No, I'll put another slice on there. Why not?
All right.
Dude, I could eat bread all day, man.
Yeah,
It's so-
Yeah, it is really delicious. All the things that they can do with bread, like croutons and bread bowl soups, and
Or just bread pieces and
exactly, with a little bit of dip.
French toast.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I sound like not bubble gum, but I feel like I'm like bread gum shrimp. Or
There you
something.
go. Ooh, no shrimp. Bubblegum bread bowls.
Bubble gum. Oh, it's bread time.
Yeah. All right. Our last question comes from @Futurist the Rapper.
Ooh.
With the release of the Red Dead Redemption 2 teaser and how we all love to speculate, I want to speculate after Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Super futurist.
What next Rockstar game will be released? Bully 2 with online play, Table Tennis 2, Retro GTA, or maybe a new Manhunt?
That's actually interesting. A retro GTA.
Now, when you
Like
say
the-
Retro GTA, is it going to be like a reboot of one of the old ones?
Like no, like you know how they had the Vice City one?
Yeah.
Maybe like something like that. Like instead of the what was that, the 80s in Miami? Kind of like that Miami area.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we go like 90s in Philly or 80s or 90s in New York.
You could do like 2016 Chicago. Isn't that like the big like
Or Camden.
shooting area right now in the U.S.?
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Or Texas, El Paso. Where what is it like? What's that city across from El Paso?
Oh, yeah,
Juarez or something.
Juarez,
It's like
yeah,
the
New
worst like
Mexico- or
murder
Mexico.
capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What will be the next Rockstar game released? Bully 2
After Red
with
Dead.
online table
It's
tennis.
gotta be
2,
another GTA,
retro
right?
GTA. Oh, no, man, because there's like, isn't there like 6 or 8 years between GTA releases?
I think it's 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah, but it came out in 2013. No, 2012. And Red Dead's coming out next year.
Yeah, okay.
So, holy crap, man. I'm thinking that'd be cool. Like I like the first Manhunt. It was pretty gruesome and disgusting, but that'd be interesting to see what they do with it. I don't care. I never played table tennis. I'm not too much of a fan for. I like playing table tennis.
That whole portion of Forrest Gump was boring to you?
No, I like playing it. I like watching it. I don't know how they do that, but I don't know. I just don't see it catching on now.
I'm assuming it's going to be a GTA just because of how much sales they got out of GTA.
You think it's just like what's happening now?
Here's our
when it comes
moneymaker.
out?
No, I mean, I could see them going retro again. It seems like they are with the here and now. Kind of with what they did with 5 and with 4. 4 was kind of Chicago, New York, right?
No, 5 was just New York. It was kind of like immigrant New York.
Right, but it was up where kind of like the L is. Kind of, it was that northern Manhattan, Brooklyn,
I
or
think it was,
Bronx
it was
area.
a bunch. Yeah, it had the Bronx. I think it had Brooklyn, Bronx, and Manhattan.
Okay.
I'm probably forgetting something else.
And
Who
then
cares?
GTA 5 is LA. So if they go retro, you're saying they could do like a Miami thing, but
Yeah, kind of like Vice City, but maybe make it just on a grander scale.
right, don't go
I
so
don't know.
current. Maybe go older cars and older,
Just that set.
or
Just even
look of clothing and everything else.
you're forgetting San Andreas. That was 90s, I think.
Now, what do you think if they
90s
did like
California.
a what do you think if they did like a GTA with like the old 20s kind of bootleg liquor,
Sort of like the Mafia 1 or 2.
yeah, but more of like a GTA style.
I mean, I guess that could work. Would that be New York?
Right, it could be Chicago.
Ooh, they never touched on Chicago yet.
Oh, yeah, I
Let's
keep
do
bringing up
that.
Chicago too, but
Let's agree. Let's do Futurist the rapper and say Chicago in the 20s and 30s.
right with again, kind of getting that mafia influence because I mean they kind of had that with 4.
Wasn't it
With
like
the-
Dillinger or something like that
Who?
in Chicago? What's that gangster Dillinger?
Yeah, wasn't what the hell's a really really famous gangster.
Capone.
Yeah, Al Capone and stuff like that. Wasn't he out of there too?
Yeah, I
After a
think he
while, he
was.
traveled up there, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
Mm.
And we'll get we'll actually get the rights to have that person in the game.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. I wonder if they have to pay the family or not.
They will know where our society is going if it's the best-selling game.
Yeah, seriously. All right, well, thanks for the question at Futurist the Rapper. All right, Pidge. Yay or nay
Yes.
on your beer?
It's a nay.
Really?
It's not as sweet as I thought it would. I think Four Beans is actually sweeter because it has that Madagascar vanilla. Maybe this one has it too, but just not as sweet. I was looking for something sweet.
Now, when they say 4 beans and 5 beans, is it different types of cocoa beans? Not cocoa beans, sorry, coffee beans?
I don't know, but they do have cocoa beans in there.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe I gotta research it. But
All right.
it's a nay.
It's a
either
nay.
way.
Yeah, my the Mississippi Mud. Again, it's the same thing. There's some kind of weird aftertaste in it, and I'm gonna have to say nay. Other than I'll bring it to a party just to be, hey, look at me, I got this random bottle of Mississippi Mud.
Enjoy it. It sucks.
Yeah. I'll have a glass with you. I promise.
I'll have a sip.
Yeah. All right, that's the show. Thanks, guys, for listening and checking us out. If you can, send some feedback or some questions, and we will definitely get them on the show. You can reach us at theloadedcouch on gmail.com. You can also reach us on Twitter at theloadedcouch. You can hit Pigeon up at Pigeon Pegleg on Twitter and pretty much everything else.
Yep.
And myself, ScotchHound_LC on Twitter, and ScotchHound pretty much everywhere else. So if you get a chance, let us know what your thoughts are on the show, and we hope to hear from you.
Please.
Yeah, we're not begging. But we'll catch you later.
Later.